At the T-minus 3-minute mark, tape recorders on board the spacecraft were turned on. These recorders record both voice and data. We have ignition sequence start. The engine's now building up to 7.7 million pounds of thrust. We have a launch minute and we have a liftoff. Moving back. The Saturn V lifting off the bow.
This is WOMM-LP operating out of Burlington from 105.9 The Radiator. It's the Rocket Shop. I'm your host, Tom Proctor. With me tonight is Yestrogen. How's it going, guys?
Pretty good.
Would you like to go around the circle and introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Christine. I'm Julia Kate. I'm Clairbot 9000.
Django Bot.
Clairbot 9000, I'm really glad that you used that name because that's a name I saw on your Facebook page and I was wondering whether or not it was going to continue throughout the whole interview, so
It's not a
the
persona,
best. Oh, that's
it's who
good.
I am.
Did you author that yourself or did your parents just have a real janky sense of humor?
Definitely, it's not a moniker that I chose myself, but it was given to me by a good friend, a good set of friends over at Live Band Karaoke.
Is there any story behind the Clairbot 9000
No.
thing? No?
No.
Not known to be like emotionless or robotic?
I wish I could say that, but unfortunately I have too much emotion.
Oh, okay. So maybe like an ironic nickname.
Maybe.
Like, okay.
We do have a binary Clairbot solo that we do.
Warn me when that's coming up, so you know. We'll know what's happening. Let's start off with the song, so everyone gets to know what your feel is. What are you starting off with tonight?
Someone else.
Yeah.
All right, take it away.
Not us.
Someone else will play. I was someone else, change the way that I see myself to be. I've been wishing I could change my face. If that ain't pathetic, then you should see the way they look at me. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Make a choice, don't play with me, 'cause I can't take it. Wishing he could change his face, change the way he looks in the mirror. Something about a fucking honest gaze makes your whole life seem clearer. Still, I can't imagine him in another place. I'll wait until it feels just fine, 'cause I can't take it. Oh yeah, ooh. I've been spending all my time at home, waiting for somebody to call me. I've been staring holes in my phone. If that ain't pathetic, then you should see the way they look at me. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Make a choice, don't play with me, 'cause I can't take it. Ooh, ooh, oh yeah, ooh, ooh.
Nice. Someone else, somewhere else. Somewhere else? Someone else. By Yestrogen there. Guys, probably an obvious question, but how do you get your name Yestrogen?
Woo!
It's just Julia's stroke of genius.
Yeah. Well, somebody said no labels, just labia, which we've thus moved on from because it's not very inclusive.
Okay.
But following that, I was like, Yestrogen, and
so it's like a flash of genius in the night then?
yeah, girl power.
Were you all just sitting around and it just came to you, or was it a concerted effort to try and...
I think we were out at the bar, actually.
Live band karaoke.
Yeah.
I first saw it in the group text, and I immediately searched it on Spotify. Like, there's no Yestrogens out there.
Let's take it. Yeah.
I like that that's the new way to figure out whether or not a band name is taken. No one takes Google for serious anymore. It's you stick it in
Spotify.
You stick it in Spotify. Have you tried to put it in SoundCloud yet? Because I feel that's...
No,
It's too late for that. We're Yestrogen.
Oh yeah, at this point
We're
he's gone.
Yestrogen.
Don't talk about that.
And tell me a little bit of background about Yestrogen. How did you guys form? Where do you guys meet each other? How do you guys know each other?
Well, Sweet Melissa's in Montpelier, Vermont, is a hot spot for musicians, and kind of got the idea for a girl band. There's a lot of guy bands in town, but there's not a lot of girl bands. But I know for a fact that there's a lot of really talented female musicians. So kind of went searching at night, asking every female that I saw if they wanted to be in a chick band. And some of them...
Was it just in one night? Was this one big...
It was over the course of
24
like
hours?
a week. Yeah, it was a campaign.
Knocking on doors, getting phone calls.
I got a lot of yeses. I got a lot of no's, and it kind of stuck with these two. So.
Oh, so there was others before this setup.
No, not really. We kind of had a lot of like, yeah, let's do it, but nobody really pulled through except for we all kind of came together and it worked out. Claire actually did not play the bass before this band started in April. She just picked it up. I'm like, I need a bassist, and she's like, I'm gonna learn how to play bass and be incredible at it. Sorry, Mom.
Claire, did you... flipping incredible, I'm sure you meant.
Yes, I did. Sorry.
Yeah,
I did.
definitely.
My mom told me not to swear on the radio, so
Bob will also tell you not to swear on the radio.
I will do my best.
Claire, did you play any instrument before you played bass, or was this kind of like, you just happened to be a genius at it?
I think I did just happen to be a genius at it, but I did play guitar for a long time before. And then I picked up a bass, and I was like, this is, I was made to do this.
Okay.
Like, guitar is, like, fun and all, but, like, it's not.
But
it's
your
not,
life's work is in the bass.
It's just magical, man. It's, like, it's cool.
You got a very sexy looking bass as well.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this is a new purchase.
Yeah, I bought it off some random guy in Montpelier.
I feel like every aspect of this this band has a story. Random person in Montpelier, was he?
Yeah,
just
so
selling on the street.
I've been hitchhiking across the U.S. for quite some time, and so I just talk to random people. I play for random people. That's just kind of how it goes. And I met this guy, and he was like, I was talking to him about how I needed a bass, and he was like, I got one, you should check it out. And I'm kind of into the all black aesthetic, so when I saw it, I was like, I'm buying this. This is mine now. So
it kind of fits with the whole bass with your calling. Then you found the bass that actually can facilitate that calling with the same color scheme. It seems to have all worked out.
all came together, like, pretty perfectly.
Could we just skip back to the whole hitchhiking across the United States part?
Yeah, sure.
So when did this start, and are you continuing on from this point? Are you stuck in
hope not.
Vermont for the winter?
So it's been about 4 years. I left home, Minnesota, and was like, this is not where I'm supposed to be. Went to the West Coast. The West Coast was cool, but it was a little too, like, blown up, I guess, is the best way I can describe that. And so I went east and found Montpelier, and Montpelier is so quirky and, like, weird and interesting, even though it's so tiny, that I just fell in love. And then I met Julia, Kate, and Christine, and Django, and Yestrogen was born, and it's like, a little baby. We gotta nourish it and take care of it. So I don't think I'm going anywhere for a while.
How long have you been in Montpelier for then?
A year.
Oh wow! So is this quite a length of time compared to the length of time you spent in other places?
So I usually spend about a year in any given town settling down before I'm like, I'm out of here. but I have reasons to stay.
Well, if you don't leave before winter, you're gonna get stuck anyway. So.
You know, people say that, but wintertime is like my favorite time to travel because people just pick you up. They're like, "Oh, little lady on the side of the road, like I gotta give her a ride."
Can you tell them a little bit about your pets?
Oh yes, definitely, please.
That's the reason that she's staying. I think it's pretty important.
So the other half of the reason why I'm staying is I have a slew of exotic pets.
Do you take them with you
No.
on your trips?
No, so I just got them.
Okay, so you've already got a slew.
Yeah.
Did you buy the
I just
slew in one
acquired
go?
very quickly. Slew.
How many legs?
I have 95 legs because one of my spiders is missing a leg. I have 6 tarantulas and
A spider with 95 legs.
Well, no, 95 total legs.
I was going to say, I don't think that's a spider.
I don't go in her room. I don't. I
Yeah,
can't.
Julia Kate's terrified of
Total
spiders.
amount of legs for the.
I love you.
For the room.
The collective
Yeah, it's like-
slew
it's like a
has
zoo. My
95
rooms.
legs.
There's dogs and lizards and spiders and scorpions. It's pretty. Oh, and snake. Yeah, it's pretty intense.
Have any eaten any others at this
No,
point?
I keep them all separate for that reason.
So, all individual, like you keep
Yeah.
an individual.
Well, so some scorpions they colonize, so I put 2 scorpions together because they're the same species and they seem to be fine. But the rest of them all have their own individual enclosures.
How big is your room?
Pretty small. It's like it's tiny. It's
95 legs.
And what? So you've recently got all of these animals. What prompted you to become a menagerie?
I went to this reptile expo in Manchester, New Hampshire, with my best friend Violet and my boyfriend Jason, and we found a chameleon and just like fell in love with her because she was so like strange and weird. We didn't know what we were doing, so she died pretty quickly because they require tons of humidity and like a bunch of other stuff. So a lot of trial and error, and we got the second chameleon, and that worked out well. So then for my birthday, I was like, I'm just gonna get myself 1 spider, and it's snowballed. It's really easy.
So basically, you're stuck here unless you can figure out a way how to take all the animals with you.
Yeah, which means I'm stuck here.
Yeah. There we go.
Nobody
I can
said-
tell the rest of the band are fans of this impromptu zoo that you've created.
Yeah, there is.
Probably
It's
won't touch
incredible.
him.
They have and scorpions are black light responsive. They light up. So I went over there and they did a whole setup with them and everything.
Yeah, we have black lights to like show off their cool like glowy shells and stuff.
A
so-
light, not too much unlike that light right there. And stuff going on.
Yeah. We like to have fun. I don't know. It's kind of like it looks like a dorm room, but like with a bunch of animals. There's like stars everywhere.
Just hope that animal control isn't listening to this show tonight.
We don't have that.
Guys, should we do another song? Have you got any animal-based songs? I feel that would probably be more appropriate than anything.
Barracuda, right?
You want to do one?
Yeah.
All right, this one is called
What? Sure, why not?
Julia Kate. Will you turn yourself up just a
touch.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
This song is called Lemon. It's
All
my
right.
favorite. Even my cold heart bruises, even my soul knows what it loses. Out on no solid ground, all emotion looking down, even my cold heart bruises. Lemon isn't always sour, losing feelings by the hour. You wait, anticipate, you only get my way. I thought another time, I'm a lemon, you're a lime. Would you fall for that line or just keep wasting my time? And in the night breeze makes me wanna be alone, please. But you feel so good, I just can't get off my knees. So drop those keys, my cold heart bruises, even my soul knows what at your feet. I'll walk you to the door when you walk out. Losing feelings by the minute. Baby boy, won't you put me back in it? Take me back to how I felt when we first touched. And in the night breeze makes me wanna be alone. Please, but you feel so good, I just can't get off my knees. So drop those keys. My cold heart bruises, even my soul knows what it loses. Out on no solid ground, all emotion looking down. My cold heart bruises, yeah. And in the night breeze makes me wanna be alone. Please, but you feel so good, I just can't get off my knees. So drop those keys. My cold heart bruises, even my soul knows what it loses. Out on the solid ground, all emotion looking down. My cold heart bruises, bruises, bruises.
Yestrogen with Lemon there. What was the inspiration behind that song?
Gosh, I can't get into all that on the radio. But
Give us
we
a
wrote
PG
it.
version.
I have guidelines set in place by my mama. But we
Is
actually,
she listening tonight?
She is. Yeah,
Okay.
she's in DC and she's listening. Hi, Mom. We wrote that during practice. Actually, I think we wrote all of our songs during practice, with the exception of Stockholm, I think. Well, we kind of built that one during practice. So yeah.
Oh, so that's the story behind
Well,
that song.
practice is kind of like 50% music playing and 50% therapy, and 50%
Yestrogen.
tequila.
Both at the same
Shout out to
Yes.
Band
So
Dad.
that's
Band Daddy.
So who's Band Daddy?
Oh, he's
Our
the best.
He's our patron saint
the
of
best.
Yestrogen.
He's my brother-in-law who
He's our practice
he's our everything.
space.
He's our practice space. He's
Yeah.
Manager.
Yeah, he does.
Yestrogen's rock.
He does everything. He's like Yestrogen's dad.
He's been really
Yestrogen's
supportive.
He is band father.
Band Father. That's his official name.
Yeah. I actually forgot his name for like a month and a half.
Yeah.
And somebody asked me, they're like, "What is that guy's name?" I'm like, "Bandad."
Bandad.
And then I was like, "Oh, I don't know his actual name. It's Brian."
It's Brian. Just so we're all clear.
Yeah.
Maybe he can change it as well on his birth certificate
I
and
think he
become
might,
Band
yeah.
Daddy. Or
First
Band
name
Father.
Band, last name
Definitely
Dad.
should.
To be
Same
classy.
initials.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
effectively the same name. So, Julia, Christina, are you both from Montpellier? Are you both from Vermont? Nope.
No.
Us three are transplants.
All three of you?
Yeah, I'm from New Jersey originally. Grew up in New York.
I moved here from Ohio.
And how did you guys find yourself in this frozen corner?
Again, sweet Melissa. Our watering hole.
Our watering hole. I came to Vermont to farm. Farming's really hard, so I no longer do that.
We're definitely gonna have to go to that story. You came here to farm.
Yeah.
What happened there?
I did political science in school and focused on agriculture and got really up in arms about Monsanto and local food systems and thought I should probably do what I was yelling about all the time. And Vermont's a really great state for that, so I hooked up with NOFA and worked on a farm in Grand Isle for a summer, and it's really hard. And I have huge respect for farmers. There are no weekends. I would not have a band, but I really enjoyed it at the time.
I've similar experience working in Australia farm work sucks.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's muscles.
really good work, but it's like a 15-hour day, and then the next morning it's like another 15-hour
Yeah.
day.
I'm actually working on a hemp farm right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, hemp.
You're getting great shape.
Air quote hemp.
Mom told me not to.
Well, yeah, when I did farm work, I discovered muscles that I never had, and they were crying every single night
Yep.
when I went to sleep
Essentially.
in a shed with 3 other guys. It was great fun. It was fantastic.
What was that band called?
The Unfortunates. So how did you get here? How did you find yourself from well, why did you come from New Jersey to New York to Burlington? Sorry, not Burlington, Montpelier.
Well, New Jersey, I moved from New Jersey when I was young, when I was like 8 years old. My dad switched jobs. And then originally I came up here in 2012 with an ex-boyfriend and lived in Montpelier for a year, and in that time I fell in love with it. So when I had gone back to New York, I just missed it every day.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 years ago and change, I moved back and brought my whole family up with me.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
You brought like mom,
converted
dad,
them.
sisters, brothers.
Everyone but dad.
Oh, you got left in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, New York.
They all drank the Kool-Aid.
Oh, that's wonderful. And then you three, obviously Claire Bott, you've only been around for the past year, but have you guys known each other for a long time? Other than that,
She moved to Montpelier in May, and I moved to Montpelier in October, and we knew of each other for like a year and a half, and then kind of became friends after that.
We admired each other from afar.
We
for-
did.
oh yeah,
Big
you're
fan.
giving each other
Big
googly
fan.
eyes across the bar.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who plucked up the courage to speak to whom?
Really?
It was you. You
Okay,
came right up to me.
probably.
I remember I was sitting at Sweetness and you were like, "Hi, I'm Julia." And I was like, "I know, I'm in love with you."
I'm
who
blushing
you are.
over here. And when did you find Django?
Django found
Recently.
us.
Yeah, recently.
Yeah, I was thinking about how I ended up in this band today, because I was figuring at some point you'd probably ask, and yeah, I have no idea.
This organically happened. You woke up one day at practice and you're like, how did I get here?
Yestrogen now.
Yestrogen started as like a 3-piece ensemble, and then
We were like, we need a drummer.
so we found a drummer. Her name was Echo, and she actually moved off to college. Yay, go Echo.
Well done, Echo.
But it was, we were crying very large tears about it.
Well, we had gigs we had to play with no drummer.
Might be part
Yeah, and
of
we
it.
really dug, the all-female identifying aesthetic that Yestrogen had like created.
Yeah, there's
but
not a lot of girl drummers.
yeah,
in
it's
the
almost
area.
impossible
There's
to
not
find
a lot
that.
of drummers. Just full stop, really.
Yeah,
There's
like
been
good
a
drummers,
lot
good
of
drummers.
Gentlemen
already in
drummers.
projects.
They all come out of the woodwork when yesterday.
They do.
Oh,
They
I
say, I'll
see.
wear a dress. I'll wear a wig, and we're like, that's not
Not
no.
how this works. But that's fine.
But then we found Django, or Django found us, however it worked, and came over for a practice session, and did his like fluttery drum thing. And we were like, yeah.
Sorry, can we just get can you get an example of the fluttery drum thing?
Oh yeah, it's like this. Yes,
Precisely. Yeah. He told us on the bottle caps.
Those are real bottle caps.
Yeah,
For everyone at the radio.
As opposed to the fake bottle caps you can buy at so many stores these days.
For arts and
So no one's really too sure how Django came around, including Django.
We
We played a show together.
I saw the
Did we?
three of you play solo, like the three of you play as a trio at Sweet Melissa's, and that's how I found out about you, and it was incredible. And one thing that I love and about drumming too is it's like I make mistakes, and I feel like the mistakes somehow with this band doesn't work with every band, but it just makes it better.
we all
We all
make
just
mistakes.
laugh at it, and it's like
Yeah.
such a freeing thing, and I feel like so comfortable playing.
None of us are perfect.
Yeah, we're just here to have
Yeah.
fun. Like,
Yeah, little out of tune doesn't matter. It's like,
Always
I
keep
got-
perpetually out of
I got bottle caps. Real ones.
Well, it definitely comes out in your songs. It's you do guys sound like a very fun band. I saw you guys a couple of weeks ago at the
Somewhere Out There
festival. Yes, you guys played a mammoth set. It was
Yeah.
how many hours were you playing for? Really?
2.
1.5?
Nah, it was
9?
I don't remember.
I don't know how
I
to
think it was.
math.
I don't know. That was fun. That was a great.
That was a wonderful set.
Yeah.
I was going to bring up the fact that, so you guys are saying that you kind of create songs while at practice, but you had a little bit of a rap at the end of the set, and I thought it was wonderful, and you guys were like, oh yeah, we just kind of made it up on the spot. We do that at practice, so I was wondering if you could, I don't know, no pressure. I mean, I'm not saying maybe the next song, but if the mood strikes you, that would be great. Because
Do you feel that in you right now?
Yeah. You could give it a go.
Okay, you want to
Not right now.
it's all good.
Maybe
Wh-
to end-
Whenever you
just
feel
cut
good
me off
about
if
it, you know.
starts to go bad, just end the show.
Okay,
So we'll do
I'll
it
just-
at the end.
Okay, all right.
Off the air.
We'll just we'll get
That's
the.
also like a practice. That wasn't supposed to come out at the festival.
It was great. I was very impressed, especially when I found out afterwards that you guys it was completely impromptu, and you were mentioning I think I talked to you guys immediately afterwards, and you said that a lot of the inspiration from that just one rap came from your job as a teacher. Am I right about that?
I work for a nonprofit that deals with teenage girls that have behavioral issues in state's custody, and there's a lawyer who I really like and admire, and her name is Deb, and she's her own being. So I did a rap about Deb after a particularly exciting day at court. I came to practice and was like, I need to talk about work, but I can't talk about work, so I'm gonna rap about work. So we did. This is a rap about Deb, and just got to talk about Deb, all the things I really like about her, and all the things that keep me up at night, and yeah.
It was. So this is what you mean by like practice is therapy as well
It
as.
is, yeah. We talk a lot, we cry a lot, we lay on the floor a lot. Like, just it's good. Whenever anybody comes to practice, I'm always like, oh, like, is this gonna like? Are they gonna be comfortable?
They usually stand there for like 5 minutes and then they just back.
Oh, that did happen.
Out.
Somebody showed up to practice,
He came
and
in
we were
with a
having a
drink.
talk, and they were like, "Yep."
He didn't open
He
his
didn't
drink.
open his drink. He was just like,
I'm gonna go. It's very intimate. We talk about everything. I mean, I really admire all these people, and I get so much out of it every time. Whether it's music or not, I mean, we haven't practiced that much considering, but all the times that we practice.
Yeah, practice therapy a lot.
Yeah, we do.
Hanging out.
And I think it helps us feel really comfortable with what we're doing, because this is new. This is my first like band, so I feel like relaxed and like I'm with my people. Just
What kind of music do you guys play before you all met each other? I mean, this is your first band yourself, and
it's my second band. It's my first my own band. I was in
Okay.
like a bluegrass number with a bunch of old guys in Ohio, and then I did a bunch of folk music before that.
Has anyone else played in bands or done solo stuff?
Not really. I had never actually performed with the guitar before this.
really?
I hardly played before this.
Oh, wow.
But I would sing with a friend, Wes Hamilton, in Montpelier, and yeah, he's a grateful.
Everyone got
musician.
dreamy eyes for a second there.
We
Everyone
love
mentioned
Wes.
Wes
We
Hamilton.
love Yeah, he's
Wow.
the dreamboat.
Yeah, he also played somewhere out there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Which band was he?
Who does he? He was
Just-
solo,
just played his
yeah.
own stuff.
He looks like
Just
somebody.
before you biked over there.
Oh yeah, okay.
I think he looks kind of like shaky.
He does.
He does
a little,
look like Shaky,
look like
he does.
Shaky Grace.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, he
I can
does.
see why
Yeah.
you guys are getting the dreamy eyes now.
Yeah, we love Wes.
Everyone just kind of looked into the middle distance for a second. I can see you imagining his face. I would love to hear another song. What you guys got? Please give me a therapy song. That would be fantastic.
Stockholm.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah, that's a therapy.
That's a therapy song.
That is a.
This song relates directly to my guitar too.
Sorry, say again.
This song relates directly to my guitar. I got off the flight from Stockholm and I was like really jet lagged. And my guitar that I had before this, I got for $5, and it would turn off. It just would turn off in the middle of me playing, like pretty often. And I knew we had shows coming up, and I was like, it's so stressful. So I went with like my rent money to Guitar Center straight off the plane and like bought this guitar and bought my fancy case and was like, I don't know if this is a smart financial decision, but went right home and wrote Stockholm on it, which is this song.
All right. Well, take it away.
Yeah. Something gone came back again. Internally, externally, a change of seasons. I think that's what happened to me. Suddenly, I'm over the moon again, and I don't have to pretend it's the best or the worst, the last or the first. Oh yeah. Don't be sad. Here's the thing, my cold-hearted henchman, I believe you're a king. Don't be sad. On streets of Stockholm, I'll be back before you leave. Before you leave. Before you leave. Before you leave. Glass of white wine, your books on the floor. I had a taste and I wanted more. Pulled the pieces of me back together. I got lost in the air, absorbed by the weather, and suddenly I'm over the moon again. And I don't have to pretend it's the best or the worst, the last or the first. Oh yeah. Don't be sad. Here's the thing, my cold-hearted henchman, I believe you're a king. Don't be sad. On streets of Stockholm, I'll be back before you leave. Before you leave. Before you leave. Before you leave. Don't be sad. Here's the thing, my cold-hearted henchman, I believe you're a king. Don't be sad. On the streets of Stockholm, I'll be back before you leave. Before you leave. Before you leave. Before you leave.
Stockholm there by Yestrogen. What I'd like to ask is, what are you doing in Stockholm, and did you buy the guitar in Stockholm, or did you buy the guitar once you got back to America?
I bought it extremely jet lagged at Guitar Center in Burlington.
Oh, okay, I see.
Impulse buy. Good impulse buy.
Yeah.
One that I don't regret. I was in Stockholm visiting my sister who lives there. She's going to school. And I went on a Tinder date, and that song is about my Tinder date. Pascal! He might be listening. I don't want to.
love you, Pascal.
Yeah, but anyway. It was the first song that I wrote after like not writing a lot of songs, and it really, I think it was the first song as a band, at least we all really felt it. And we were all like, yeah,
we were into
flip yeah, like this is great.
So just to get the timeline straight, you came off the plane, you went and bought a guitar, then you came straight back home and had a band practice?
No, I went home and started the song, and then the next day had a band practice.
Okay.
And
then
brought
all
it to
got kind
them,
of
and they
fleshed out.
really like. I mean, anything that I bring, these two just make so much better and really elevate it, and do their own little parts, and like are like, let me figure that out, and like, what if we did it like that? And it's a really awesome experience. I've written a lot of songs, and I like writing songs, but I like doing it with other people more. I think because it changes, and it's not mine anymore; it's ours, and I love that. It's like, this is our.
That's our whole process. Is one of us brings like the framework, the skeleton of a song to the table,
Yeah.
and then we all kind of write our own parts.
Yeah.
You all slap meat on the skeleton.
We do.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Frank-
yeah.
We're all Dr. Frank
Nice
inside.
visual there.
Saw that.
Halloween's coming up, all right.
Yeah, spooky.
I'm getting hungry. Don't forget about that. So there's no one of you that kind of makes the songs, or three of you kind of, or four. Django, do you kind of input with the songs these days as well? Do you come up with any ideas yourself?
I play drums.
You're right. So we'll ignore Django. Do all three of you come up with the song ideas, and then then it's a collaborative effort from there, or it's kind of any one of you kind of bringing?
Yeah, we do.
I'd say Julia's definitely our savant, our song.
Yeah.
I think what it is that I've just had more practice writing a song and then bringing it and presenting it. And these two are incredible flippin' songwriters. Like, they're so good. And we're like reaching a point now where I feel like, and stop me if I'm speaking on a turn, but I feel like you guys are feeling more comfortable bringing your stuff, because it is really personal and it is scary to like be like, I wrote this. Like, what are you gonna do with it? And I've definitely recently felt like we're doing a lot more of that, which is awesome. I think it is a little more normalized for me, just because of years of playing in cafes and playing to empty houses and being like, whatever. And it's awesome. I can't wait to see what we do next. I can't wait to play all of our songs together.
Do you guys come up with new songs quite regularly? Is this have you got quite a collection at this point?
We've been busy. We've been
We got a lot of things in the oven.
yeah, we're baking a lot of things.
Maybe the
Lot of
dough's just
meat on
resting right now. Maybe that's where
Yeah, we kind of like started playing, and we booked like a bunch of shows really fast.
Yeah.
And we practice a lot. We were practicing like 2 or 3 or 4 times a week.
Well, because it was also therapy. It wasn't just like practice. It was
Yeah.
like, hanging out,
Enjoying each other.
Yeah.
We don't
So
band dad to get lonely.
No, Bandit needs us.
Do you all live quite close to each other? Is this quite a convenient setup?
Well, I moved to Plainfield.
I mean, how
so-
big is Vermont?
Yeah, it's true.
We moved to my hometown.
Yeah. Oh, you're in Plainfield too.
Maybe that's how they found you, Django. Maybe at some point we'll be able to piece this all together and we'll find out where they picked you
One
up.
of us will remember.
I know, because because you asked me to play that house show.
That's how it started, probably.
Here we go.
It was after our Different Stroke show.
I love Different Strokes.
Yeah, they're great. They're wonderful.
Strokes cover band.
They're
they're great.
I love the
Yeah.
Strokes.
Yeah. They're really good. They're
kill
really
it.
tight.
Yeah?
They're
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's
and
like the
phenomenal.
real
The singer sounds
We'll
like
have to get them in because I am a
Casablancas.
big Julian Casablancas and
You need to
I'm
go
a
see
Junior
them
fan.
next
Yeah,
time
it's
they
all my
play.
best friends from high school, so it's pretty sweet.
Oh, hook us up. We'll get them on the show.
Yes.
So you just mentioned you booked a bunch of shows when you first kind of got together. I just saw your summer like Vermont tour has quite a number of locations and gigs on. Are you continuing this into fall, or are you guys going to get into a studio and get this down?
We said we were going to do that, and then we booked more shows. But not that many.
We're on hiatus
We
right
kind
now.
of
Yeah.
were like excited. We were like riding the initial glory of being like an actual band, like making good music together
That people like.
that
and-
people liked and came out to see, like even if it was an impromptu
And bought
show.
T-shirts.
Yeah, I mean we had a bunch of really cool. Well, Julie and Kate made a ton of really sick T-shirts, and they sold like hotcakes.
I gave a lot of them away, too.
So we were like gig after gig after gig. I think we kind of like burnt ourselves out. So we were like, let's take a small hiatus from the gigs.
And
you
we
know?
do want to record. We have plenty of originals to put on an EP, and we've been talking about it. I mean, we are a relatively new band, so I'm not like disappointed in us for not having it figured out. But we are talking about it, and we are going to do that this fall and winter. And we're playing a couple shows, but not as many as like we did this summer.
I feel like if we shot the album cover, the whole thing would just come together.
Yeah. Well, we were gonna do that. Yeah.
Django putting the cart before the horse here. It's never failed before.
Everything that Django says has come true, though. I think he's like our magical genie.
I see.
We might be recording a live show soon.
Yeah.
Seeing what happens there.
Yeah. Our live shows like aren't. There's like a lot of extra stuff that happens.
That's what's
Yeah, that is what's important.
Oh, I will say, listening to you guys over the headphones while you're playing on here, the quality is pretty solid. So
Okay,
you know, if you,
that's good feedback.
you know,
Thank you.
stick it on a SoundCloud, put it out there. Just a suggestion.
Yeah.
Talking of which, let's hear another. How many have you got left in your repertoire?
3, 2.
3. Okay.
Can we do?
well,
Can we do a non-original? Can we do a non-original?
let's refer to
no?
Bob. Bob, can we do a non-original?
Or just originals? We have more.
Love your originals.
Okay, we'll do those. Okay.
Let's do Overdrive. Okay.
Bob's getting around
So
copyright
Overdrive
claims
is like
here.
a real therapy song. Overdrive is the first song that we wrote together.
Yep.
No, cigarette was.
Oh, are you sure? I think Overdrive came before Cigarette. Cigarette was the first song we wrote without. Cigarette was the first song we wrote with words, and then Overdrive was when we were like, let's just do it. Let's just let's get it done. Like this is great, and so
This is a mostly instrumental song, but the message is pretty clear.
All right.
mostly.
If it's not, I'll be asking you about it afterwards. All right. So Overdrive. Overdrive. Take it away.
Drive. Drive.
Well, I gotta hear the story behind this one.
We wanted to be a surf rock band.
Yeah.
That was. We still do.
I mean, you
have
could
dreams.
achievable goals.
there's definitely surf rocky influence.
We
in
learned
your
that.
songs.
What is that? The like.
So we printed out when we first started playing together. We were printing out all these like sheets with all these chords to these songs to see if we could like play all these songs together. And so we were like, let's be a surf rock band. So we printed out this sheet that was like, this is how you play surf rock. And it was like this one riff, like that Dick Dale riff. That's like.
Yeah.
And so we were like, let's just like jam it out and see how we feel. So we made that, and we were like, this is kind of
Then
like
I offered up some lyrics, and we ran with it.
we actually drove with it.
We drove with
You
it.
drove with it. Wait, you say who offered up some lyrics here? Oh yeah. And just one, I love the audacity of being a surf rock band, nowhere close to the ocean. Brilliant.
That's what the printout exercise said. It was like, you don't even have to know how to surf to be.
Oh, thank God. Otherwise, the surf police come around and knock on your door. Excuse me, guys. I'll need to see proof you've got a surfboard. But yeah, you guys definitely have like a surf rock influence. You describe yourselves as sweetheart pop rock, which is a beautiful just phrase to say. Sweetheart
Claire
pop rock.
loves it. Claire loves it. When she feels sad, she says it to herself.
I am in an all-femme, all-queer, sweetheart pop rock band called Yestrogen. That's my mantra.
I like it. It's solid, but it is also poetic. How would you describe sweetheart pop rock?
You're listening to it.
Yeah. People will be like, what's your genre? And it's like, well, it's not rock and roll, and it's not pop, and it's...
And when you say indie, some people...
I don't even know
They
what
think
that
like a
means.
soft, like acoustic, like Boney there kind of stuff.
I thought indie just meant independent. Like,
Yeah,
what is
but
that? It's everything.
Yeah, what everything's.
but
I mean, that's not true. Cover bands
That's
aren't
true.
independent. But
That's true.
I mean,
We
unless
just kind of melded it together of what we
Yeah.
thought we might be. Because the genre question is so frustrating. It's like, we don't know.
I think there's it used to be a lot easier to kind of define as well, but now everyone has access to all the music ever. You kind of, I don't know, I say this as a non-musician, but it feels like people kind of just take bits and bobs from all sorts of different genres and kind of mash it up together. Talking of which, what are your influences? What bands do you guys listen to?
I really have been on a tennis kick. Oh, yeah. I love tennis. I just found a tennis songs.
Sorry.
Play a
I know.
We play a tennis tune. I
we
want
rock
us to
it. It's
do
very
the
good.
whole Cape Dory album. And do it in the
She
middle
has
of
this
winter.
dream of like the middle of Vermont winter and the snow is falling down, and in some venue somewhere, there are,
Plainfield
like,
Opera House.
They're at the Plainfield Opera House, I guess. There's like beach balls getting tossed and like babes
Sand.
in bikinis and sand and
Is
like
it
people
warm enough in the
trunks.
opera house?
I don't know. I've never been in there.
We're gonna go get seagulls from McDonald's. Julie does not think that's a joke.
You might.
I didn't know that they had
I
seagulls.
saw the light bulb.
I really, it's like a beachy album.
big seagull.
We can play it. Like,
I
it's kind of
think-
up our alley, and I think it would be really cool to do a Cape Dory show. I'm still working on convincing everybody.
I think Vermont needs a little summer kick in the middle of winter. With
Everybody wears sailor outfits. Or
love
like,
that.
Bahama
Well,
shirts.
I'm gonna wear the booty shorts myself, but I
Yes,
mean,
yes.
like that's my summer
Whatever
outfit.
floats
So
your boat. Yeah.
Sometimes in winter it's hard to ride that wave.
Ooh, nice, nice. Give yourself a little, yeah.
you wanna give you a
Oh.
Yeah, I tried,
Myself.
but yeah, there you go.
I think the moment might have passed at this point. So tennis is something you're listening to at the moment. What's everyone else listening to? What's your music? What's the latest album you've just listened to?
Oh, I'm just gonna admit this. So I just went into this crazy ass crazy butt middle school like pop rock kick. I've been like basically playing the entire Green Day discography over and over and over again while I'm like working. I'm a dishwasher, so it's easy to just like, but like everything from like 1039 up until American Idiot. It's fun to listen to and like.
I love that you're justifying this now. It's fine. You're good listening to Green
I know
Day.
it's fine, but it's just it's like I don't know. It makes me think of like Never mind. It doesn't make me think of anything. It makes me think of Green Day, but that's what I've really been tuning back into, and also like a lot of the Minnesota greats like the Replacements and Who's Here Do and that sort of genre, just like a really like not quite punk rock but not quite rock and roll kind of deal.
No.
I'm in love with Shaky Graves. It's pretty high up there on my list. This band out of Vancouver, Peach Pit. They're also really surfy, so super just addictive and dreamy. Tosh Sultana's great. Lana Del Rey is still close to my heart. And yeah.
Yeah, all sounds pretty good. I'm
Everything. Connie Francis.
And do you guys take the little elements from all these bands and stick them in your tunes, or
No,
are you
not at all. Actually, all of
Yeah.
our stuff is purely
just
original.
new? Yes.
It's straight from our brains.
I dreamt about it.
It comes to you in a vision, and then you just play.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Like the band.
I feel like that's actually been a really big, cool part of the band because she's super jazzy and I got stuck in folkland and Claire like is a punk.
Punk queen.
So all of us together, like we have to kind of balance. And Claire, when we first started playing, she was like, "These songs are too slow. Like I hate this."
Well, it's not that. It was just like I think after like busking, like just like slower songs, because like we all have voices, and so when you're like on the streets, you're trying to make money. Like you have to utilize whatever you have for like the best. So it's really easy to fall into like that like soft lull of like the alt indie sort of like like I'm gonna finger pick and like sing my heart out, and like so I was like excited to be like I have a bass in my hands. You guys both have like electric guitars. Like let's jam.
Let's not finger pick. Love face. Yeah, so it's been awesome because we all like challenge each other in that way. Like definitely I feel like we've grown together as musicians because of each other.
Oh yeah.
Of our different.
Do you feel this is a final setup? Now you three plus Django. I don't know how to phrase that. Or you're just gonna keep adding people.
It's a secret apparently.
I don't know if it's a secret. I don't know.
It's a secret to me.
It feels pretty final, but
It feels
I'm open
final.
to keys. I'm open
Yeah.
to other instruments, whether it's us jumping around or.
I would like to have like a
Like a fiddle.
yeah. Yes.
Get some
Like an
violins in there.
electric-
Maybe some cellos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Electric violin would be really cool.
Would a double bass be too threatening to you?
No, I think that'd be really cool. I think it's really awesome to see two bass players like work together. I think that's kind of hard to do sometimes.
Maybe have a bass off every now and then.
Yeah, like let's just up one. But you know what? You can keep it. That was a lot of fun.
Like Deliverance style.
It'd be fun.
Guys, we got about 5 minutes left. Do you want to plug anything before you play off your last song?
Yeah, we're playing Burlington.
Woo!
Burlington, Vermont. We're playing on Friday. We're playing Light Club Lamp Shop right next to the radio beam.
Love that venue.
Yeah.
What time are you playing? Thanks, Bob.
I'm gonna play a solo set. I think starting around like maybe 9 or something, or 8:30.
All right.
Yeah, I'll play for like 45 minutes.
So it's like a double header. So it's Django followed by the Estrogens. I like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
We like the Yestrogens.
Estrogen.
Oh, is it?
I like the Yestrogen.
Yestros.
Yeah,
The Yestros.
Yeah.
Yestros come out. and see
Yesties.
Yestrogen.
Yeah, those
That's
are our
great.
fans.
And that's Friday, and then Saturday we play at Luke's place in Morrisville.
All right.
Yeah, around 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Wicked. Well, and any kind of social media or anything anyone should check out if they like the
We
sound of
have
you?
it all.
We're on Twitter at Yestrogen. We're on Instagram at Yestrogen Band. We're on Facebook.
At
Yes.
Yestrogen Band.
Yestrogen.
Yeah, we love social media.
We have a Gmail.
We have a Gmail.
Really want to
Hey, coming up in the world.
You want a G chat?
All right. So everyone should check out the Yestrogens at Lamp Shop Light Club.
Yeah,
Light Club Lamp Shop.
Light
Thank
Club.
you.
I always say light,
9
Light Club, Lamp
on
Shop.
Friday and on Saturday. What time?
8 o'clock.
At Moogs in Montpellier.
Yeah.
No,
Morrisville. And what song are you guys playing to see us out?
We are gonna walk us out with Cigarette. It's not our song.
Okay.
We're gonna finish with this song called Cigarette that we wrote together in practice as well.
All right.
Is it? What's really? We favorite it. We do.
Well, take it away whenever you're ready.
Oh, and can I just say something? I just found out yesterday. I just wanted to give a shout out to a friend, Heather Hansen, who passed away. She was a radio DJ in Portland. She passed away yesterday, and I was on her in Portland, Oregon. But I was on her station a bunch of times, and she's a great person. It was called the Cosmic Magic Bus was the name of her show, but she did a lot for Portland. So, anyways,
Cool.
just wanted to give a shout out to another DJ.
All right.
Not to bring
Thanks,
it down.
Django. No,
It's
not at all.
okay. Sorry to hear that.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I swore I'd quit when I had the time. I kept feeding myself that same little line. And then somebody says, hey, wanna go outside? And I figure out that it was all just a lie. Oh, I wanna smoke a cigarette with you. Oh, I wanna smoke a cigarette or two. Oh, I wanna smoke a cigarette with you. Oh, I wanna smoke a cigarette or two. I swore I'd quit when I had the time. I've got a lot of money, I ain't got no time. I only drink tequila when I'm feeling blue. It just leaves one thing to do. Oh, I wanna smoke a cigarette with you. Oh, I wanna smoke a cigarette or two. Oh, I wanna smoke a cigarette with you. Oh, I wanna smoke a cigarette with you. Take it away, Christine.
I was a wreck back when we met.
Wow,
I'm still a wreck, but I'm the best one yet.
wow,
And you said, do you remember when we used to date back in 1969? And I said, well, here I am again. By and by,
I wanna smoke a cigarette with you. Oh, I wanna smoke a cigarette or two. Oh, I wanna smoke a cigarette with you. Oh, I wanna smoke a cigarette or two. Oh, I wanna smoke a cigarette with you. Oh, I wanna smoke a cigarette or two.
Yestrogen there. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Really appreciate it.
Thank you guys for having us.
Thank you for having
Any time.
We'll see you around town.
Be here tomorrow. Though.
Get that EP out and we'll get you back in again.
Ooh, that's a good
Nice little incentive there, yeah. This has been 105.9 The Radiator, The Rocket Shop. I've been your host, Tom Proctor. And next week we have, Bob,
We have an open slot.
an open slot. So, you know,
Anybody, if you know a band that wants to play in a week here,
Different
there we go. Different strokes. I'll take different
Yeah,
strokes
they're
any day of the
really
week.
great.
I love some strokes.
Love you, artists.
So get in touch with us, different strokes. Yeah, once again, guys, thank you so much. And tune in next week for Big Fat Question Mark.
yep.